Beat heard the door open and quickly turned, his heart racing as he saw his mother entering. At 13, he didn't expect to be found in this state, wearing his mother's clothes. He had tried on her brown pullover with a turtleneck and a knee-length checked skirt, both far too big for him. He couldn't explain why he did it, only that he always felt guilty afterward, promising himself never again, but each time the urge returned. The clothes didn't fit him well. The pullover hung loosely, and the skirt was too wide. He had to use a belt to keep it from falling. Despite this, there was something comforting about the softness of the fabric, so different from his usual clothes. "What do we have here?" his mother asked, eyeing him with a raised eyebrow. "It's just a joke," he stammered, feeling the heat of embarrassment rise in him. "I was bored, and I saw these on the chair. I just wanted to see how they looked and felt." His mother gave him a skeptical look. "How do they feel?" Okay. But I was just going to put them back when you came in." He started to lift the pullover off, but she stopped him. She grabbed the waistband of the skirt. "This is at least 10 centimeters too wide." Still holding the fabric, she gently pulled him toward the table. Her hands, skilled from years of altering clothes, went to work. "What are you doing? Please, stop." Beat's voice shook with panic. His mother remained calm, putting the first pin in place. "I'm almost done. Just hold still." "Please, Mom, I won't do it again, just let me take it off," he pleaded, his eyes welling up with tears. "Stop whining," she replied, not unkindly. "Almost done, then you can take it off." With deft hands, she continued pinning the waistband until the alterations were done. A moment later, she helped him carefully remove the skirt. As Beat began to remove the pullover, his mother halted him. "We're not finished yet, young lady. Keep that on, and put this on while I finish your skirt." She handed him an old denim skirt from a drawer. "I can't wear this anymore. If it fits, it's yours. Now, put it on." Confused and uncertain, Beat reluctantly complied. "Please, Mom. I'm not a girl." "Put it on, and then we'll talk," she said firmly. As he struggled to button the skirt, the reality of the situation started to sink in. He expected his mother to be angry, to demand he take the clothes off immediately, but her response was unexpected. Now, he feared the worst, that she was trying to turn him into something he wasn't. When he couldn't fasten the button, she stepped forward. "Here, I'll help you. You'll get the hang of it." The skirt fit perfectly. His mother smiled as she stepped back. "How do you like your first skirt?" she asked. "Mom, please stop. I'll never do this again," Beat begged. His mother looked at him with a mix of concern and affection. "This isn't the end. It's just the beginning. I think you've been enjoying this more than you realize." He hadn't realized all along, but today, everything seemed to make sense. "Go get the dark brown boots with the 5-centimeter heels," his mother said. "They should fit well with your skirt and pullover. I'll be done in a minute, and then you can try everything on." "Mom, please, no. Don't make me wear this in front of Dad and Bob," he pleaded, his voice shaking. "I'm sorry for wearing your clothes." "You don't need to apologize," she reassured him. "They're yours now. Try on the skirt." Confused, Beat stepped out of the jean skirt and into the altered brown skirt. It fit perfectly. Deep down, he couldn't help but feel a strange satisfaction. Then his mother told him to put on the boots and model for her. She even took a few photos. "I'm not planning on showing Dad and Bob you dressed like this," she said with a knowing smile. "But when I noticed your interest in women's clothes, I decided to take action. I did some research online, and had a few long talks with Rachel, my friend from high school. She's a psychiatrist now. Together, we came up with a plan: immersion therapy. When we're alone at home, which will be most of the time with Bob going off to college and your dad traveling for work, you'll dress as Beatrice. You'll help me with the housework, and most of all, you'll be my fashion model. I've grown tired of altering uninspired clothes. I always dreamed of being a fashion designer, and with your interest in fashion, we could make a perfect team. Beat stood there, speechless, as the realization dawned on him. His mother's words sank in. He was going to spend a lot of time in dresses and skirts. She continued, I don't intend to tell anyone, except Rachel, of course. By the way, we have an appointment with her in 50 minutes. After that, we'll go shopping. Here's a jacket and a bag. Let's go. Beat was still in shock when he found himself already in the car. He now understood he was going out dressed as a girl. Smooth your skirt when you sit down and enjoy the ride, Beatrice, his mother said, her voice full of affection. It's like Christmas and Easter to have such a lovely daughter. They drove to a larger town, and Beat, now Beatrice, was starting to feel a bit more at ease. The chance of running into someone he knew seemed slim. They parked in front of a large building and headed inside. Stepping out of the car, Beat felt the breeze under the skirt. Surprisingly, he didn't have too much trouble walking in the boots, thanks to their wide heels, though he was very aware of how he was dressed. As they entered the elevator, they were alone, but at the last moment, a woman in her early 30s stepped in. Thank you for bringing me along. You have a lovely daughter, and she's so nicely dressed, the woman said. Thank you. Beatrice loves feminine fashion. She's never been a tomboy and has always wanted to wear dresses and skirts, his mother replied. How lucky you are, the woman said. All my friends with daughters complain about them just running around in pants and t-shirts. I know how lucky I am, his mother said. I enjoy every minute with her. She hopes to be a fashion model one day, but I'm not so sure. It's a tough business, and a lot of models have issues with eating disorders. I think I'll keep her as my healthy fashion model, dressing in skirts and dresses for the next few years. The woman nodded. I'm also in the teen fashion industry, and we make sure our models stay healthy. It's a big deal for us to avoid promoting the image of young women as models in that way. Beat stood there in silence, processing everything he was hearing. His mother had a dream, and now he was part of it, even if he didn't fully understand where it was leading. We believe the quiet majority is fed up with the typical, emaciated models, the woman explained. They'd embrace a different style of fashion if given the chance. The elevator dinged, and the woman had to exit, but they were still deep in conversation. Beat's mother followed her out, leaving him no choice but to step out as well. This is where I work, Clara, who had introduced herself, said as they exited. They looked at the large sign that took up almost an entire wall. Young Fashionistas, it read, framed by images of two teen models wearing vibrant and fresh outfits. This is my brand, Clara explained. You're the owner? Beat's mother asked, surprised. Yes, I started a few months ago after working in the fashion industry for the last 10 years. I'm always looking for new inspiration. If you have a collection, Julia, please let me know. Beatrice, a little stunned, stayed quiet. We'll have a fashion show next Saturday, and I'm still looking for models for the teen summer collection. Would you like to try it, Beatrice? This was the first time someone had directly asked him, and Beat hesitated. What were his options? His mother had mentioned his interest in fashion and modeling, so he had no choice but to go along with it. Oh, Clara, you've surprised me. Yes, I'd love to, Beat replied, trying to sound enthusiastic. Great. The rehearsal is next Saturday at 2 p.m. Just wear simple underwear, something light like white or pale pink for the summer collection. Strapless bras will work best for the shoulder-free tops and dresses. No need for makeup or nail polish, that will be taken care of by my staff. Clara smiled. By the way, I love your pixie cut. It's almost boyish, which will contrast perfectly with the feminine outfits. Beat's mother beamed with pride. That sounds perfect. I'll make sure Beatrice is there. If Mom agrees, Beat added, still unsure of what was happening. I'm so excited for you, Beatrice. I'll drive you, and I'd love to watch the rehearsal, Beat's mother said. Of course, Julia. You're my guest, Clara replied as they exchanged phone numbers. With that, they headed back to the elevator, smiling. They arrived at Rachel's office soon after. Rachel greeted them warmly. Nice to meet you, Beatrice. Your mother has told me so much about you. How are you feeling? I feel great, Beat replied, explaining the whirlwind of events that had just taken place. Now that I have all the background information, we can begin your treatment, Rachel said. The immersion therapy will give you plenty of time to explore your true self. I'll start you on a testosterone blocker to delay male puberty. This will give you time to decide if you want to live as a man or a woman. Are you ready for your first shot? Yes, Beat said, though his mind was racing. As the conversation continued, Beat slowly drifted into his thoughts. His mind went blank as he remembered the dreamlike sequence of events, but suddenly, everything snapped back into reality. What are you doing in my clothes? His mother shouted, slapping him across the face. She took a few photos, threatening to send them to all his friends if he ever wore her clothes again. If I catch you wearing them again, I'll drag you through town, she added, furious. She ripped the clothes off him and ordered him to go to bed. Sobbing, Beatrice retreated into the comforting world of the upcoming fashion show, escaping the harsh reality. If you appreciated this story and wish to show your support, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel.